Hey everybody, I'm back with an update on my hydroponic growth system here. I had to change some things around. These paint strainers kept falling in on me. They kept falling in. I was going to use some rubber bands. I said, nah, that ain't going to work. As soon as they get wet and then the sun hits them, they'll go to popping and snapping. So I said, I'm going to use the rings that come with the barrels. So I pulled the paint strainers out all the way around, put the ring over the plant, screwed the ring down around the paint strainers, and they sure enough ain't going nowhere now. But then that brought up another problem, because I did have the watering system going through the top of the barrel. So now I decided just to drill holes in the side of the barrel, right here and there and there and there. And we took some scissors and just cut a little slit in the paint strainer and run the tube through there. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's working good. And them paint strainers, they ain't going nowhere now. And then I decided, well, we got to have some strings, some line down here for the plants to climb up on. I had these old 4x4s out at the barn. They've been laying around here for a year or two. And I said, well, what am I going to do about the top? And I thought about using this thing, but it's too flimsy. I don't think it would break. It wouldn't break over the weight of the tomato plants, but it would sag in the middle. You know, it would sag in the middle. So I walked around the yard and looked and looked and looked and said, what am I going to do? I started to go buy a 2x4 or a 1x4 to put across the top of these 4x4s. And I said, wait a minute, hold on. I went out to the chicken pen and I found that thing right there. It's been laying out there for 3 or 4 years in the chicken pen. They used to roost on it. And it's got a vine design on it right there. I said, that's perfect. I said, I think it's long enough to reach. And it was about maybe an inch or two short, but I made it work. I made it work. I built these little brackets, you know, just all it is a conduit fasteners. These posts, I only put them about a foot in the dirt because I wanted the height. But after this settles all down here, it'd take a strong storm to blow them 4x4s over like that. And that's pretty much how it's going. We don't have any clips, so we used wire ties right now. They're not too tight. They're not too tight yet, but we're gonna have to watch them and loosen them until I come up with another plan of making some clips work as they grow up. But anyway, I had to make some changes. We got the pump running. Everything's running good. It rained here all morning. But these leaves are just as green and healthy as I would like them to be. I think they're going to do great this year. And we got them where I can sit at the dining room table and look through that window right there and watch the tomatoes grow. And I say, a big nice one out there. I'm gonna go get it and cut it up tonight. Hope y'all enjoy. This is the first time we did this, and don't know quite how it's going to work out, but that's just the way it is.
Till next time.
And this is a bunch of other. This is our raised beds we got going here. I look like Moses walking around with a stick here. But I got some beans coming up here. These zipper peas are not really coming up yet. There's a couple of them. And I planted the rest of my tomatoes. Look at all these tomatoes. We're gonna have enough to can this year. Some of them's ready for cages. I got to put some cages on some of them in the next couple of days here. All of those along the back there are cucumbers. They're all coming up great. We're gonna let them run up on that fence right there. It seems to work good when you let them climb the fence. Down here, I got some hot peppers. They're not coming up yet. There's some more tomatoes behind me. Had some ants in the bed here. I put some coffee grounds around them. I didn't know if it would work. Someone had told us about it, coffee grounds, and there is a big ant bed right there we put some coffee grounds on, and they are gone. They just flat packed up and left. Grab whatever you can get and let's go. So I put some more around here, and they'll leave. I've tried it 2 or 3 times. They will leave. But that's it. Hope y'all enjoyed. Oh, that's onions. Those onions were in the barn. I mean, in the greenhouse. And we picked them. They didn't do real good, and I picked them and just threw them up on a cage inside the greenhouse, and they were there for all summer long and all winter long. And I went out there and looked, and they were budding out. I brought them all over here and planted them, and they are taking off like weeds. And I got some baby plants here. They're not coming up yet either. And we got a new addition to the family. A little jackleg there. I rescued it from the county. Some lady brought 4 of them that we were going to have them put down. And I said, well, I'll take one, but I can't take 4 of them. And that's the one I brought home. Daisy. She's a sport, too.
See y'all next time.